Okay guys, it is day 2 of my foundation test, and I was really happy with yesterday's Estee Lauder Double Wear, as you guys could tell from the video. But today I'm going to be trying the IT Cosmetics CC Oil-Free Matte Foundation. And I have tried the CC cream, the original silver bottle, oh my god, probably like 4 years ago or something. And I was really surprised at how much I liked it because I didn't think there was going to be enough coverage. The word CC cream or phrase CC cream does not make me, or I think most people think, oh, this is going to be a full coverage foundation. It just doesn't. So I think it can be misleading, but it did have really good coverage. And I remember it just looking very fresh on the skin. I am, as I said, more oily these days, so I want to try out the matte version to see if maybe that is a good fit. So out of the 4 foundations that I got, I probably have the least amount of faith in this one, and that's just because I know this has like anti-aging properties in it and it has moisturizing properties in it that make me think it's going to get too shiny, even though it's matte. This does not strike me as a product. I don't picture this being a product that is super long wearing and that is not too greasy. But we're gonna try it today. And I'm going to use, again, my beauty sponge that's dampened, and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay, so that is the foundation on. I think it looks pretty good. It's very smooth looking, very like almost buttery looking. It just looks very creamy is how I should say it. And I did layer up this area quite a bit. As you guys saw yesterday and just a minute ago, I do have some like acne scarring. They are healing, thank God. But I did have to layer it up a little bit there, and by a little bit I mean like 3 layers for it to actually give me like enough coverage. Over here I don't have like a ton of issues, so pretty much 1.5 layers was enough. I don't really know the equivalent of like pumps because obviously I have it in a sample, but it did layer. Well, that's super important. I was able to build it up and I do like how it's looking. It's not looking like completely flat matte. Like you can definitely see like a little bit of glow or dewiness to my skin. It's definitely not like flat, sucked in like matte. It just looks like a good foundation. I think it's a pretty good color as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my concealer, and just like yesterday, I am going to use a setting spray and powder my face, like set my face. I forgot to mention that I did use again this little moisturizer before I got on camera. This is the same one I used yesterday from Fresh. I used up the sample. It is really good. I like it. I would recommend it. Very hydrating. So I'm gonna continue on and I'll see you in a second. Okay guys, so I didn't check in after I did my makeup. I apologize. It's now 10:10 and I've had this on for like an hour and a half. I see some more collection on the side, like where my smile lines are, than I did with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. That's not a deal breaker, but I'm already feeling a little bit like, well, this one's not the one, because if the Estee Lauder Double Wear went on just as nicely, looked just as smooth, was maybe even a little bit better coverage, and by this point in the day, my smile lines aren't as bad, this point in the day, it's been on for an hour and a half, then I can only see that getting a little bit worse. I'm still gonna continue the wear test and see how long we can get this to look decent. But at this point, I'm a little bit like, not disappointed, but maybe a little bit disappointed that it is creasing a little bit there. Again, it's not bad, but it's only been an hour and a half. So I will check in with you guys again in a little bit when it's been a few more hours. Hey guys, so it is 5:25 and I have now had this foundation on for 9 hours. And as I mentioned in yesterday's video, this is about the time when I feel like that is as much as I am going to get out of a foundation. I really don't expect a foundation to last longer than around 9 hours. To me, that's like a full work day, and anything past that is just a bonus. I don't feel like it's fair to have expectations for a foundation to last like 14 plus hours. Although as we saw, the Estee Lauder Double Wear did a really good job of that yesterday. I did not get to check in like at lunchtime and stuff because I went out to lunch, and feel like I'm breaking out here a little bit, which is not good at all. My skin is actually looking pretty good. The coverage is definitely still there, like on this area. I am a little bit shiny, actually a little less shiny than I was yesterday, or maybe about the same, like on my nose and forehead, maybe a teeny bit less shiny. The problem I see here is the makeup has collected pretty badly in my smile lines. As I mentioned, it's not a deal breaker, but I love that the Estee Lauder doesn't do that as much as most foundations do. And basically at this point, I feel like I have my final opinion on this foundation, and that is to say that I do think it's really good. I do think that I would recommend this foundation, especially if you're a little bit oily. I think that the coverage is great. It obviously holds up well. If you have smile lines, or if you have a problem where foundation tends to collect in that area, then I would be cautious. It depends on how badly that happens to you. If it doesn't happen to you at all, then this is a great foundation. But remember, we're trying to pick a new foundation out of the 4 samples, and the Estee Lauder one from yesterday was better than this all around. So I think this one's really good though. I definitely will probably use the sample up, because why not? But I am still liking the Estee Lauder Double Wear one more, and let's go ahead and go into tomorrow's clip where I will be trying one of the other foundations. I think tomorrow I'm going to probably try the Too Faced Matte Peaches foundation, and then Friday I'm going to wear the Huda Beauty one. I'm nervous about the Huda Beauty one because I'm wondering if it's gonna be like too cakey, because it's supposed to be severely full coverage, but we will see. And thanks for watching this part or today's clip, and let's go on with the trial.